Welcome back to Sports for Casuals episode 7. On today's episode, we're going to go over James Franklin getting fired. We are going to go over the crazy weekend that we just had in college football. We're going to talk Georgia Auburn. We're going to talk Texas Oklahoma. And of course, we're going to talk Alabama Mizzou. And then we're going to go over some of my big games for next week. We're going to go over my betting card. We went 6-5 last week, and we went 4-1 the week before. We currently have a winning record giving out picks on this, so we're going to do some picks too. And then obviously, we're going to talk some NFL ball. We're going to talk last week, some of the big injuries that happened. We are also going to talk some of the big matchups, Chiefs-Lions. We're going to talk the Bills losing 2 games in a row, and we are going to talk about some of the states of these other teams. And then lastly, we are going to go into our picks for that, where I'm going to give you guys my 3 or 4 favorite picks for the NFL Sunday slate. And yeah, we're going to get into that. And of course, we're going to wrap it up with the Dawgs of the week, man. So starting off, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. James Franklin getting fired is absolutely crazy. They lost 3 games in a row. They lost to Northwestern as well, a 24-point favorite. They lost to UCLA as a 27-point favorite. And of course, they lost to Oregon as a 3.5-point favorite. All games as favorites, and Penn State's like, we're trying to go up, and it's not working, and they broke up, which I don't know how smart a decision that is, because like I've seen on the internet, how much of an upgrade are you going to get? If you're not getting Kirk Cinetti, if you're not getting, maybe Matt Rule's better than James Franklin, I don't know how many coaches out there are really better than James Franklin, if we're being honest with you. It's a crazy move. I mean, I don't know who they're going to get, because I see all these options. I'm like, that guy's not going, that guy's not going, that guy's not going. So what are they going to do in the situation, and who is going to be the play for them? Who is in play for Penn State? Because it is one of the most prestigious jobs in college football. They have some of the biggest resources to work with. They recruited hotbed, so they have all the tools. But who is the guy that's going to get the keys to the kingdom? I have no idea. James Franklin, on the other hand, has many options. I'm sure he's going to end up coaching a good school, or he's going to go into broadcasting. I wouldn't blame him. I would probably spend some time away for a little, maybe 1 or 2 years. Wait till a job that he wants to get or desire to get comes open, because he has a good track record. I think he's like a 104-35 record at Penn State. That's still a very good record, and I could see him going. I mean, if he was to get back into coaching, I could see him going to the Gators. I could see him at Virginia Tech, one of those schools. I feel like where he can make a big impact at ASAP. So we will see, though. We will see with James Franklin. I don't know what he's going to do, but I don't want to talk too much about that. Kind of makes me sad. These guys are losing their jobs. So we're going to go over some of the games. So first game is Georgia-Auburn. That game was crazy. Auburn had a chance to go up, 17-0, I think, right? And then they got a touchdown or fumble at the 1, which fumble, Kirby Smart's clapping. Many people were not happy with that. I mean, I told y'all Auburn plus 4.5, so I definitely wasn't that happy with that. But you know what? The Dawgs squeak out with a W at Auburn. And now Hugh Freeze is definitely on the hot seat. So if he loses this game this weekend, he could get canned. So we could have another SEC job opening like Arkansas. And speaking of another SEC game, Mizzou, Alabama. Mizzou had many chances to win this game. I mean, they had the drive at the end, but Bo Pavula just couldn't get it going. They scored, 17 points in the first half, but they only got 24, I think, right? So, they just couldn't get it going much. I mean, their defense played a very good game against a very good Alabama offense. Mizzou just could not get it going against Alabama's defense. So, look at that. They shut down Hardy. But Mizzou's a very good team. They could potentially be a playoff team. They definitely look solid. They were not a fish out of water. Got to give credit where credit's due. And they covered 3.5, which ain't another pick I gave out. Now, Indiana, Oregon. My take on this game is Oregon good? We need to figure this out, because the way I look at this is simple. Their best win's Penn State. Overtime Penn State just completely fell apart. I don't know if I think Penn State just completely fell apart, but I just don't know how legit they really are. I mean, Indiana walked in the trap as 7.5-point, 8.5-point underdogs and beat them outright. That doesn't happen much. So you look at that and you're like, damn, Fernando Mendoza, they beat them by 10. It wasn't even like a close walk-off field goal. They literally beat them by 10. So that's crazy. Did not expect that whatsoever. Kudos to Indiana, because they played a heck of a game. Fernando Mendoza made some very good plays, and they were able to control the game. So credit to Indiana here, but crazy, man. I don't know how good they are. And, I mean, it's just kind of weird to think about. Now, I don't want to waste any more time here. We are going to go into this Week 8. We're going to Week 8 here, and we're going to go over some of the matchups, and I'm going to give you guys some picks here. It's Cal and North Carolina, all right? I'm laying the 9.5 points with Cal here. I like this because they're at home, West Coast travel. UNC is completely imploding, guys. USC is completely imploding. Bill Belichick and staff just don't know what hit them. it's just not for him. This college ball stuff is not for him, and legend of the game, but I got to lay Cal here. I think that they're at home, the travel, Bill Belichick's like rumors that he's leaving. I think that all that has an effect on UNC. So give me Cal here with the points or minus the points. I think that they will cover easily. They should win by three touchdowns, I think. This UNC team is not very good. We have Vanderbilt, LSU. Vandy is favorites for the first time against LSU since 1940, and we're going to go with the Commodores, man. Commodores, we're going to go with Vanderbilt minus the 2.5 here. They're favorites for a reason. They're lower rank, but like I've been doing all the time, man, we're just going to go with the lower rank here. I think that they will win. I just think that they will win. I think when you look at that, you got to realize why they are favorites. I mean, they're favorites for a reason, guys. Vegas is not dumb. They're not just going to throw you free money. They're not going to throw you free money. And I'm going to go look at my model right here, guys. We're going to go look at a model really quick, and I'm going to go tell you guys what this model's thinking. So I got to pull up this model, and we're going to put these teams in, and I'm going to tell you what they think of Vanderbilt against LSU here, especially at home too. That is a big advantage. That place is going to be rocking. This is a big game for them. This is a very big game because Vanderbilt is not out of the playoff picture whatsoever. They are a very good team. So they competed with Alabama. They had their chances in that game. When you look at that, Vanderbilt is projected to win on my model. They're projected to win by 2 points, which the line is 1.5. So I got to go with Vanderbilt here, man. I think that Vanderbilt is a team that has a ton of potential. LSU struggles against rushing quarterbacks. Going with the model here, and we are going to take Vanderbilt to beat LSU. Now, minus the 2.5 too. So Duke, Georgia Tech, another ranked matchup at 12 o'clock. This game is another very interesting game. We've seen Georgia Tech do it. They have struggled with the ranked teams as of recently. Or not even the ranked teams. They've been struggling as of recent. We saw them struggle with a very, very bad Wake Forest team, guys. A very, very bad Wake Forest team they struggled with. So now you're looking at that and you're like, oh, shoot. So my model has Georgia Tech winning this game by 4 points. But I just can't do it. I mean, it's another one that's like they're favorites for a reason. At home, they have a very good quarterback. I like Messiah a lot. They have a ton of players. They've been playing very good from the bye. They started off very bad, but I think they've won every game since they started off with a bad record. They've whooped two. I think if I'm correct, they've whooped teams. They've whooped teams, and I mean they have the talent at quarterback. I got to go with Duke here. I think Manny Diaz is really coaching out of his mind right now. This is a good Duke team. They should be ranked by the end of the year. Give me Duke here. I love them in the spot at home. Taking them. Now, Michigan versus Washington. There's a lot of good games early in the slate. And Michigan is 6.5-point favorites. And I look at it like this, all right? Michigan has completely got punched in the mouth last week. They got punched in the they got punched. They got hooked. If I'm being honest with you, they got right hooked in the mouth. And you look at that, and it's disappointing. I mean, definitely disappointed. Washington had a chance against Ohio State here. And I know the cross-country travel is legit. I'm going to take Washington here, man. I just can't take Michigan anymore. I just don't trust Bryce Underwood. I think Washington will be able to get some stops. I love Washington's quarterback. He is a great player. I think that he will make plays on 3rd and longs, and I just got to trust that. I haven't seen that out of Bryce Underwood yet. I have to go with the guy that I think can make the better plays. Give me Washington here with the points. I would buy it up to 7, so Washington plus 7 here, and that's what we're going to roll with. Now, we have some games that we're going to have to talk about in a little. South Carolina, OU. This is a South Carolina spot. As crazy as that is to say, this is a spot for South Carolina. I know, that sounds crazy. Oklahoma has looked very good, but this is a spot for South Carolina to completely turn around their season in October, man. This is a spot for the South Carolina team to get the job done, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I think we're going to lay the points, or we're going to take South Carolina plus 6.5, 5.5, whatever it is. The spread keeps going down and down and down. I am going to take South Carolina here. I love South Carolina in the spot. I don't know if they'll win, but I think they have the firepower to keep it close. Give me Lenore Sellers and friends to cover versus Oklahoma. All right. Ohio State, Wisconsin. Ohio State should be able to absolutely demolish this team. Wisconsin does not have an offense, so as long as Ohio State can just put up some points early, it's going to be like Iowa versus Wisconsin. It's going to get ugly. Give me Ohio State. I mean, buy whatever they want, but we're not actually going to bet on that. I hate those big spreads. Now, Ole Miss, Georgia. The spread keeps going up and up and up, and you know what that tells me, right? Tells me take Georgia. Take Georgia at home. Are they really going to lose back-to-back home games? I don't know if they'll cover the 8.5. The 8.5 is a lot. But I just got to go with the Bulldogs, man. I always bet on the Bulldogs. And Ole Miss just obviously isn't all that. They have some good players, don't get me wrong, but I just love Georgia in the spot. Ole Miss is not meant to win this game. Give me Georgia in the spot, minus 8.5. Love Georgia here. And we are going to rock with the Dogs. All right. So the more we keep going on, we obviously have Alabama, Tennessee. We have I'd say we have 3 games that were left that we're going to talk about here. Tennessee, Alabama. We're going to talk USC, Notre Dame, and we're going to talk BYU and Utah. So, firstly, Tennessee, Alabama. Line's getting bought down. I'm taking Tennessee. I like Joey Aguilar. I know it's the Theismann season. I know everyone loves Ty Simpson. All the vibes are rolling for Alabama. But this is a lot of ranked opponents in a row. I don't think Tennessee is the perfect team, but I think that they have enough offensive firepower to keep this as a one-score game. I'm taking Tennessee plus 7.5 here. Love it. I think this line will be down to by 6.5, 5.5 by kickoff. So give me Tennessee here. I think that Tennessee is in a great, great spot. All right. Notre Dame, USC. This one's tough. This one's very, very tough. Notre Dame, I don't know if I can trust Notre Dame's defense. But they have been playing very, very well recently. They haven't seen an offense like USC, but I think that Notre Dame's going to punch this USC team in the mouth. Give me Notre Dame. Actually, I got a change of heart. Here. We're going to go USC. We're going to go USC plus the 8.5 here. I think Notre Dame is a really good team. No, I can't do that. We're taking Notre Dame. We're not second guessing here. Give me Notre Dame. I think that they are a very physical team. They're starting to get better every single week. CJ Carr's the truth. They should be able to dice up this USC defense. I think that they will not make the mistakes that Michigan made last week. They have the firepower to do it. Give me Notre Dame. I think that their defense can get a couple stops, and they will just not get stopped at all. Give me the high-power offense of Notre Dame. Now, last matchup that we're talking about. Pretty big rivalry. The Holy War. If you guys know me, you guys know I'm pretty big on BYU. Love the Mormons. Love the Mormon community. But I love BYU's defense. Came up big for them last week. Made a couple big plays to save their undefeated season. Now, they're 3.5-point dogs at home in a rivalry game. You're giving me 3.5 points of BYU. I'm going to take it. I love the points here. BYU is just one of those teams. I don't know how sold I am on Utah. They have a dominant line of scrimmage. Don't get me wrong. They are able to control the line of scrimmage. But I just can't bet against my boys, man. I can't bet against the BYU Cougars. I love Cougars. And I think that BYU has the talent to keep this within 3.5 points. I don't know if they'll win, but they will keep this within 3. That is what I'm rolling with. And that is going to be my picks for the college football slate this upcoming weekend. Over week 6 of the NFL season, we got to talk some of the big matchups that occurred this weekend. First, we're going to start with Lions-Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs looked very, very good. Obviously, the Lions had their struggles on defense. They did not have most of their defensive players, especially in the secondary. They were very, very limited there, which definitely impacts how that game went because they could not stop a nosebleed. And they could not stop anything through the air. Mahomes made a bunch of big plays, and the Chiefs won the game. The Chiefs looked very good doing it, and I mean, I was surprised. I took the Lions, but the Chiefs might be back. You just got to accept it. Can't hate on it. They're a very good football team. They're just going to be a little inconsistent, but Rashee Rice is back. I expect them to make a ton of big plays. Now, the Giants beating the Eagles was not on my bingo card. That was a crazy game. They got dominated by the Giants. The Giants looked very, very good. Jackson Dart made a ton of big plays. Cam Skydaboo did his thing on the ground. And the Giants' young core looks to continue their role. They've won, 2 out of the last 3, and now they have a chance to win another game this weekend. The Giants got the ball rolling, man. We'll see if they can continue that momentum. Other big stuff, Drake May's been absolutely dominating. I went to a Dolphins game this weekend, and the Dolphins choked the game of the Chargers. What else did we miss? The Ravens look bad, obviously. Baker Mayfield, my favorite for MVP right now. Baker has just been balling. And Monday Night Football, Bills, what happened? How? Losing back-to-back games, and they didn't lose they didn't lose good. It wasn't like a field goal walk-off. They got dominated by the Falcons. They've been dominated, and they've been outmanned in the last 2 games. This ain't the Buffalo Bills that we've been seeing the last couple of years. There's some flaws here. They do not look that good, and something has to change. They're not going to have a good defense. They don't make a trade at the deadline. They have a lot of holes on that team, and it's not looking good for them. Now, on the bright side, you lose by 10, but Josh Allen plays probably his worst game that he's played in forever, 2 interceptions. So you look at it like that. I mean, he's going to play better, obviously, but you just don't want to lose those games because now the Patriots, with the tiebreaker, first in the division, first time in forever. So look at it like that. Buffalo, man, I don't know, but the Falcons played a heck of a game. 21 in the first half, slowed down in the second half, but made the big plays when it mattered, and they got out of there with a W. Now, Bears-Washington. Told you guys the Bears are going to win. Told them they were going to cover 5. Told you guys all of that. But now, we got to look at some other stuff. We got to look at some other stuff with the Bears. I mean, is that a change? Like, usually they would lose those games. Usually Moody would kick off the long snapper's head or something. But he made a big-time kick, and maybe the ball's rolling for the Bears. Ben Johnson has the ball rolling, 3 straight wins. Maybe the Bears are starting to get somewhere. Remember, if they don't choke that big lead on Monday Night Football Week 1, they're sitting at 4-1 right now. So, look at all that. Put that to a side. Bears are in it. I think they're back. Washington, on the other hand, shot themselves in the head with a shotgun a lot of the time. They got a lot of generous calls. I mean, being frank with you, a lot of third down saving calls, giving them first downs, and they could not win that game. They turned the ball over too many times. Fumbles, picks. Jay Daniels didn't have his best game. And the Bears, man, beat Washington on the road. Big win, and that is one of the signature wins of the season for them, and they can keep the ball rolling. Now, we can't dwell on the past too much. We got to talk about this week. And what is going to happen this weekend. Other matchups, we have Jags and Rams in London, and this is actually a good game. 2.5-point spread. I like the Rams on the spot. I think that they have just more grit, I would say. I mean, I think they're more of a proven, gritty team that claws out these close wins. Even though Jaguars have looked very good, I just think the Rams will win 2 in a row. Yeah, they'll get the ball rolling and win 2 in a row. I think they're the best team in their division. Jags are a good team, but I think that everyone has that W of the Chiefs still in their mouth. So give me the Rams here. Now, probably my favorite pick of the week will be Bears -4 at home. I like that a lot. I think that the Bears do get the job done and continue their winning streak. Going to keep fading the Saints. Don't think they're that good. They have a lot of holes. They're not the worst team in the NFL. Spencer Rattler has made some pretty good plays, but the Bears' defense looks phenomenal. They'll get turnovers, and I think the Bears' offense will have a field day. Now, man, I can't believe I'm going to say this. This is a nasty one. This is the one you don't like it. You hate it. But you got to do it. Taking the Jets against the Panthers. Yeah, it makes you want to throw up. Taking the home underdog. 1 point for a reason. I think the Jets will get it done. I mean, credit to the Panthers. They've been playing good ball, and I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I made a YouTube video on them, how they're the most underrated team heading into the season, and they've played pretty good. But I just think the Jets are due. I think they're due, and they got to win one, right? They got to win one, and it's going to be this weekend at home. Give me the Jets, man. Now, another matchup, Philly-Vikings. This is a very interesting one. I mean, are the Philadelphia Eagles going to lose 3 games in a row? No. Take them -1.5. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to enjoy every single second of it. Taking the Eagles here, and I hope that they have a very good game and that I hope they win. I mean, shoot. I mean, they made too many mistakes on Thursday night. I don't think they're going to do that. They've had a long time off. Even though the Vikings have had a good amount of time off, I think the Eagles will get the job done. This is going to be a low-scoring game, though. Give me the Eagles in that. Now, Giants, Denver. This is a classic Denver Broncos spot. I think that the defense will absolutely terrorize Jackson Dart, and I think that Denver's offense will be able to get going here. I think that this is a classic. Everyone's in on the Giants spot, so give me Denver -7.5. That's going to be a beautiful spot. We have a lot of good games. Oh my gosh, we are not even close to done yet. Indianapolis Chargers, they are playing this weekend, and I am going to take Indianapolis as underdogs on the road. Crazy, but I just think Indianapolis is a really good football team. I think that the Chargers have a lot of injuries. Colts have stayed relatively healthy for the most part. I mean, losing a cornerback and Anthony Richardson definitely sucks. Colts have looked very, very good as of recent. They've looked like the best team in football. I think that the Chargers struggle with the Dolphins. I think that the Colts will be able to get the job done. Give me the Colts. I like it a lot. So, Dallas, Washington. Man, I'm taking Dallas at home. I think that Dallas, when's the last time they beat Washington? It feels like they haven't beat Washington forever. I think they might have last year, but I think that they are going to beat them. This is going to be a classic shootout. I'm expecting a lot of points. I love the over in this game. Love Washington's ability to score quickly, but I think that the Dallas offense is ridiculous. And I think that the Cowboys defense will wake up at home. Give me Dallas right here. This is a classic spot for Dallas, man. Now, the last game that we will be talking about is Monday Night Football. Tampa Bay Bucks and Detroit Lions. Detroit always seems to lose to the Bucks. Not today. Tampa Bay has too many injuries. I just can't take them. I think that Detroit will be able to get some stops, and they will be able to make some big-time plays on offense. I think that a touchdown win is definitely feasible. I love Detroit minus 5.5 here. Taking Detroit, I'm not even going to look back. It's yucky, but you got to do what you got to do, and we are going to love Detroit on Monday Night Football. Now, that is really it for my prediction side of it, and now we're going to go to the Dogs of the Week, our last segment. It's been a good episode. Went over a lot of picks. We have a lot of games this weekend. So it's going to be a big one. I might even be able to watch most of them, be on a cruise. But we'll keep tabs on the gambling accounts. Now, Dogs of the Week, man. Firstly, Baker Mayfield has to be a Dog of the Week because what a performance from the young man. What a performance once again. Putting the team on his back. Bunch of injured players. He's the MVP favorite right now for a reason. Got to give credit where credit's due. Baker Mayfield is a damn dog. Now, second dog is going to go to Jake Moody. The guy's been told he sucked for, 2 years? A year? So he's come out, first game with a new team. Bad weather, wind, awful, raining. 4 for 5, the game winner. That's dog. That is dog. Gotta give credit where credit's due. Give me Jake Moody on this list. Now, another dog is going to go from Thursday night. Crayon Eden man himself. Cam Scatterboo deserves to be on the spot. Deserves to be on this list. How can you do what the guy can do? That is ridiculous how he runs. He runs like he hates his life, like genuinely. He does a lot of crazy plays, and it's fun. It's definitely fun to watch, and he makes so many big plays, man. It's just, you got to give credit where credit's due because that is a damn player. Now, another dog, we're going to head to college, and we're going to go with Luke Altmaier. Not Luke Altmaier. Why am I saying Luke Altmaier? It's not Luke Altmaier. It's Fernando Mendoza, man. Come on. We're going with Fernando Mendoza, going into Oregon, Eugene, and winning a game on the road as a touchdown underdog. Come on. That's dog. That's dog, and that's a definition of dog right there. So give me Fernando Mendoza in a big-time game. He played his butt off, man. He made all the right plays. His stats won't blow you out there, but he played an incredible game. I got to go with him, man. Now, our last dog that we are going to go with, I know it's probably not y'all's favorite dog of the week, but we got to do it. We got to do it, man. We got to do it. And I'm going to go with Bear from BYU. 21 rushing attempts, game-winning rushing touchdown. Come on, man. That dude's wear and tear was probably ridiculous. Got to go with Bear here. I'm feeling like he played a heck of a game. He did play a heck of a game, and the guy's just impressive. He plays his butt off every single week as a Warrior. And shout out to Mason Henshaw, too, from Pitt, going into Doak as a true freshman and winning. That's another crazy performance, man. We had a ton of great performances this weekend, and I'm excited for this upcoming weekend, too. It's going to be a fun weekend of college football and NFL football. I appreciate the heck out of you guys, and I hope you guys subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you.